All right, we got a lot happening today. Truck's all dirty. That's from this past weekend. So just real quick, I had this attached to my fifth wheel camper, attached to another 16-foot trailer, which is sitting right there on the back of the camper, loaded to the gills. Firewood, extra 100 gallons worth of water here up on the bed that I just took off. Went down to Kentucky and done some primitive camping for a few nights. We were down there for 4 days, so had a good time. Weather cooperated all right with us. But anyway, today we got the tractor, the tiller, the bucket, all that good stuff, along with the dump trailer and the 5500. So I've got a dirt job to do today. We're gonna do a yard today. Gonna go in and basically church up the yard so they can sell the house. Gonna get a couple loads of dirt, more than likely, at least one, maybe two. But we're gonna pull it with the 5500. It's gonna do real good. It done excellent with everything going down the foothills of eastern Kentucky, down the Appalachian Mountains, and having a good time down there. Mine Made Adventure Park is actually where we went. So you guys that like to ride, you can check it out. But anyway, we're gonna jump up in here and get on the road. Just getting loaded up here. He already had a scoop in and was making it happen before I even got up here. Cool. All right, we'll pull up here, get this thing tarped up, and we'll get back on the road. All right, so there has been question, would I use this truck for hot shot? Or would I buy one of these trucks for hot shot or suggested? Yes, I would. As far as these 5500 trucks go, it's more rugged to me for long distance travel than you would get in a typical 550 Ford or a 5500 Dodge per se. Chevy does have the option of a 6500 series truck, and I almost bought one just because that's what I found that I liked. But this one popped up, and I ended up with this one. But as far as the 6500 goes, you step up into a different axle. It's a lot larger as you go up. Now, as far as Chevy goes, and Navistar, when they ended up connecting together, they used the same spring, or not the same springs, they used the same chassis through and through. You can get your different options as far as your drivetrain goes. This being a four-wheel drive, you cannot get this as of 2020. You could not get it in an air ride rear, which I'll probably invest in later on in life. So if you do buy one of these trucks and you're wanting to do it for hot shot, I would suggest probably going either with a two-wheel drive with an air ride. That way, even with an empty trailer on it, it'll still beat you. So that's why I say get an air ride. If you want the four-wheel drive, at that point you are going to have to do some kind of aftermarket air ride and get rid of the springs on the rear, if that's what you're looking for, is a nice comfortable ride. With that being said, I'm not getting any kind of endorsement on this at all, but Kelderman, I believe they're out in Iowa, they make a system, an aftermarket air ride system, bolt-on for this truck. Not only for the rear, but they also make one for the front. The rear is roughly $5,500. Of course, that doesn't come with air tanks and stuff like that. So if you do order or buy one of these trucks and plan on doing air ride later on in life or whatever, you can get these trucks with an air compressor, air tanks, stuff in that nature. It's something that you would probably have to order right now on a four-wheel drive, but you can get them. You can get them factory. So, that would cut the cost later on if you decided to do air ride on the truck. As far as the front end goes, would I do air ride on the front end? I don't know. I might. It just depends. I would definitely do the back first and check and see how that goes. Or if they cut me a deal on front and rear, I would probably do both at the same time and then have a full air ride truck. These trucks, they are bumpy. I mean, we're at 28,000 pounds roughly right now. I've got a dump truck or a dump trailer back there full of super soil through Jones Truck and Spring, Jones Topsoil, here in Columbus, Ohio. I've got 6 yards back there, which equals about 6 tons on a trailer bumper pull that is 4,500 pounds empty. So, I'm pulling some weight. But this truck loves it. I mean, the brakes are big enough, they'll stop it. The drivetrain's set up right. It's toting it. It's saying, come on, give me more. Basically is what it's telling me. Bumper pull's a lot bouncier as far as the suspension goes on a spring ride. And I can say the gooseneck kind of levels it out a little bit if you have a load on the gooseneck. It's not as bad. So with that being said, that's what I'm going to say about the truck right now. I love the truck. It's everything that I expected, except for the horn. Don't like the horn, and I'm still waiting on my horn to come in. But anyway, we're going to get down here and get this dirt job done. We'll show you what we're doing and make it happen. All right. So this is the super soil that I was talking about. It's got a little bit of everything in it. Really good stuff. Definitely for plants and getting stuff to grow quick. This is the job at hand today. So we have the tractor here. Already got it unloaded, all that good stuff. This house they refurbished and they're going to flip it and sell it. And it's getting down to the final product, just needing to get the yard done, especially before it gets too cold. A lot of low areas, like this right here is a low area. We're going to till this up around the backside here and kind of dress this up some, get rid of a rock, a couple holes here and there, maybe dress up along the backside here of the shed and along the sides. It's basically just polishing a turd per se. They had a stump ground out. We're going to get rid of this. We're going to bring the topsoil up. Probably a block and a quarter will be showing. They want to do that, clean around this side of the house here, and just get everything smoothed out and make sure that the water is tapering away from the house. That was one of the issues that they are having here. They've already done gutter work, siding, roof, everything. Here's a pothole. They put new steps on the front. And with that being said, we got to do the same thing here. This is a hole here, so we're gonna basically drag this away, put that up in there, and then add dirt over top of it and bring it up, make it look pretty. We'll dress this up here along, also, I guess I could say, they got the gutter man coming back. He put this gutter in. It's not even up against the house yet. They're going to do that. Plus they use drywall screws. That is the wrong cap. They're going to fix that. They're also going to take that stump out. I don't have to worry about that. They're doing that. Add a little dirt in here and just make everything look good. That way they can throw topsoil in here, or not topsoil. That way they can throw grass seed on and get the grass growing before it gets way too cold. And we're just about to that point. Back here at the back, I am going to bring topsoil down. It's only going to be maybe it might start a block and a half here, and I'm going to taper it down to pretty much nothing right here and bring it all the way out to the sidewalk and back over is what they're wanting to do. They want to cover those bricks, which is fine, whatever. Leave the back patio, and it's just kind of like come in with your tiller, till the high spots, move the dirt around, get things done. I see the high spots, but I know you guys can't on the video, but we're just gonna knock this out today and get the job done. So let's get to it. Okay, this job's done. Take a walk through and just check her out. So this is an access driveway. Typically they just park out on the road. Took care of that big dip that was in there. They thought this was gravel or dirt, but this is actually gravel back in here, you know, for a couple places to park. They wanted me to add some dirt across the back here, just to cover up, you know, just make it look better. They didn't really care about the sides, so it was basically just the back of the shed. We have this all tapered up against the foundation and tapered down, smoothed out. I'll do my best not to walk through anything. That way they can just go ahead and plant grass seed. This is all tapered out nicely. I told them, I said this is the best this is the only thing I could do with the back. They wanted to leave everything back here just because of the patio blocks and stuff, so, but they did want this part taken care of. So filled in a low area. I did till a hump out right here and I used that dirt. There was a stump right here and they had it cut out and dug out, or at least ground down, and it didn't ground down far enough. That's still above, that's still above the ground, so they'll have to get somebody else out here to do that. Up along here, along the chimney and the foundation, filled in plenty of holes, got everything tapered away from the house. The front part of the house is really taken care of here now. We filled in a lot of potholes, or a lot of holes that was in the, in the yard. Got it all up along the foundation. That pile of dirt right there is for the landowner. They have to come in and take care of a downspout, and then they're going to put a little drain in, so he'll have enough air to do what he needs to do. Plus he's going to cut this stump out right here, just cover it up. So that'll get handled, and we're on around to the other side here. This here was a low area. We got it tapered out to where it's actually going to flow water away from the house. And we leveled off a real deep spot that was right here. It just didn't look good. So now they can get some grass seed grown or planted here and started growing. So anyway, this job's done. Let's go do something else.